offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for you.
Upstairs, he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Sayin to throw. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Setting up the screen, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense, ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things.
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sayin fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate and stop making some of these bonehead plays.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Got a little. There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense changing the play. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the 2-point conversion. Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip.
36, Ohio State, 21. Number 17, set to advance on the football.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Say it. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Upstairs to make the catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Time to take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. He breaks a tackle. Might have a chance. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Goes high to pull it in.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him, because so far the defense has had 0 answer for this 1-2 combination.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying, missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like, really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him and getting the sack on that play.
Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Buckeyes with an answer. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Finding some room. Inside the 40. The 30. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
49, Ohio State, 38.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing.
He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State! The Buckeyes with an answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Thrust that arm out. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a chip. There's some room. That's the 50, the 40, the 20.